Hi y'all, Renee Hunter with Century 21 from in Nashville, Tennessee. Today I'm on location at Summit Funding with Anna.cook. Anna will be discussing some mortgage topics with us for those that are thinking about buying a home. Anna, thanks so much for having me today.
Absolutely. We love having people in our office, and I love sharing information about the home loan process.
Topic 1 will be conventional loans versus FHA loans.
So when we're looking at a conventional mortgage versus an FHA mortgage, there's a lot of people who have a lot of preconceived notions about those two loan options. And really, they both are really great loan products. It really just depends on what makes sense for the client and how it meets their needs. And so really, there's some key differences between the conventional and FHA. Conventional mortgage is usually associated with the private mortgage sector and is also usually associated with putting 20% down. That's what most people associate the conventional mortgage with. But the difference is that actually over the last 10 to 15 years, conventional mortgages have come up with new product types where you can be a first-time home buyer and put down 3%. You can put as little as 5 or 10% down and not have PMI now on the conventional mortgage, which is great. It's one of my favorite things to show my clients how to do. And so a lot of times those are the differences with the conventional. The one main difference that a lot of people know about the conventional mortgage is when you do get to 80% loan to value, so how much you have in the house in equity versus how much it's worth, that private mortgage insurance does drop off naturally. So that's the one probably big difference between the conventional and FHA. Conventional is a little bit stickier on debt to income ratio, so how much you have coming in versus how much you have going out. And they're a little bit stickier on credit scores. So they're a little bit more particular about certain credit scores.
Okay, and we'll get into credit scores a little later.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you have to have 800 credit score to do a conventional, nor does it mean an FHA mortgage means you don't have great credit. But those are some of the big differences, at least from the conventional standpoint. From the FHA standpoint, that is a federally insured mortgage, so it has its own options. So you can put as little as 3.5% down, and you don't have to be a first-time home buyer. There is private mortgage insurance that's on there the life of the loan, but they also typically have better pricing at certain credit scores. So someone, for instance, who has a 660 credit score can qualify for both an FHA and both a conventional. But what may happen is when we look at their monthly payment may actually be lower on the FHA because of how they look at credit, debt to income ratio, and income versus the conventional.
So even with the PMI, with the FHA, it could be cheaper.
Yeah, so really depends on all the factors that go into getting a mortgage. And part of what I bring to the table when I'm sitting down with a client in a free consultation is we're going to look at those factors, because a lot of times your online lenders and your big banks, what they'll do is they'll just pre-approve you for one set product based off of those factors and not weigh out the options of the two. And that's a big thing for us. We want to not only get you guys pre-qualified, but look at the two different loan products for your monthly payment. And so the only other difference with FHA is that they are, when it comes to appraisals, we've talked about this, with FHA mortgages, they are going to look at the home a little bit differently.
Right.
What that means is that they're going to make sure that there's some health and safety factors that are being complied with on a home versus conventional, just because it is federally insured. But other than that, both are really great home loan products. You can put more than 3.5% down on an FHA mortgage, and you can actually put down as much as 10%, and then your PMI does drop off after a certain point. So there's some other caveats when it comes to an FHA mortgage, but for the most part, both of them allow you to get to home for as little as 3 to 3.5% down. Both allow for credit scores down to 620, down to 580. If you're looking at lower credit scores, both have options there. Both have different ways to get rid of PMI, and both allow you to get into a home and invest in yourself. So really the biggest thing is making sure which one makes the most sense for you and your family and your goals for when you're going to buy.
So will the buyer still be able to ask a seller for closing costs with both of these loans?
That's a really great question. They actually can, and I see it on both sides. So when it comes to closing costs, a conventional loan, you can ask for up to 3% if you're putting anywhere from 10% or less down. You can actually ask for more than 3% if you're putting more money down on a conventional loan. And then on an FHA mortgage, you can do up to 4%. So you can ask for a little bit more closing costs, But the nice thing is our costs are so low that usually our closing costs are only about between 2 and 2.5%. So you're not having to negotiate that higher cost, which makes you more negotiable and more appealing to a seller when you're going to go negotiate for either loan product.
That's why it's always great to use a local lender that knows the market and that will meet with you to put you in the best home loan product.
Yes. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us today. I know it's been a lot of information. I would like to thank Anna Cook with Summit Funding for allowing me to come into her office today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to put Anna's information. It'll be in a link below. You can also follow her on social media.
Yes, so we love to put out on social media information about what's going on in the market, new products. So follow us on Instagram, Team Cook Nashville, and Facebook, Team Cook Nashville. We also do a lot of fun local giveaways. Yes, we love to support local, and so that's really fun as well. And if you're thinking about buying in the next year or two or refinancing, and you just want some information, our consultations are free. She keeps saying to come in and sit down with me, but I do want to let you know that that's free information. It's a service to our clients and our community, and we are passionate about what we do. And Renee's an amazing real estate agent, so if you have any needs, definitely call her so she can help you buy or list your house.
Okay. I'm Renee Hunter with Century 21 Premier in Nashville, Tennessee. Bye,
guys.
y'all.